Good evening and welcome to an evening of note. Tonight we are celebrating two extraordinary ladies of note, Freddie Contarino and the late Micheline Sakharoff. Micheline, that tiny, indomitable French woman whom we lost at age 92 not very long ago. Micheline was a patron not only of the Ventura Music Festival, but of so many arts groups in Ventura County. She was a connoisseur, and most important, she was our friend. Freddie and Al Contarino have been supporters of the music festival for years, but Freddie is so much more. She sits on the board, and she has managed all of our volunteer activities. Volunteers who put on parties like this evening's, who serve you at tea and trumpets, who sell tickets and manage the house, who drive the artists, who feed the artists, who house the artists, who make the Ventura Music Festival a community of friends. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming, and let the celebration begin.
Ventura is the heart of our life, in a way. So we want Ventura to have the things that we think are important to make human living richer. We've always loved the Ventura Music Festival, and I think it's a very valuable thing for the whole community. It's a source of a great deal of joy. It's a pleasure to see it grow. I'm very pleased with that and proud that Ventura, a small town, can have such a wonderful music festival.
Micheline was a true patron of the arts. She recognized the importance of the arts in our community, and she contributed not only her financial resources, but also her time, and without any need for any recognition. Micheline was a great storyteller, and I loved listening to all her stories about her youth coming to the United States, but she also made me feel that my stories were just as important to her. She was a friend to many people, and for those of us who are honored to call her a friend, I think she's left us with a wonderful gift of herself.
Words that describe Micheline for me: elegant, passionate, intelligent, creative, generous, and wise. Music nourished her soul. Music sustained her spirit. Micheline always had a special aura of love around her. I will always remember those exquisite moments after the New West Symphony concerts when she glowed from the inside out, because through music she felt connected to all of us. Together with her husband Al, she lived an extraordinary life and was a quiet, moving force behind many charitable organizations in Ventura County. For as long as we continue celebrating the arts in our community, we will continue celebrating Micheline Sakharoff and her legacy.
Micheline served on the board of directors and helped us with many collaborations. I remember one in particular with the New West Symphony. We were trying to nail down the details with Boris, and Micheline and Boris kind of went at it together in French, and it was a sight to behold. She was a very wise woman, and she brought that wisdom to the board in such a gentle, fun way. We grew as a company because of Micheline, and on a personal note, she became my friend. So on both a personal and then professional level, I just celebrate Micheline.
Both Al and Micheline were very dear to me, as they were, of course, to so many people here in this community where they did so much. We used to chat about great performances. They loved chamber music, they loved violin. They both had keen ears and a sense of what was special, and they loved it, and they were devoted to it, and they wanted to bring it to Ventura, and they did. And they were an inspiration to me, musically too. They were unfailingly generous and hospitable, and Micheline, I will never forget you.
71 Palm, a favorite location for a Jenny and Micheline lunch, dinner, late night gabs. I'm just about to open the Search for Signs of Intelligent Life in the Universe at the Rubicon, and my creative life at the Rubicon has been totally influenced by Micheline Sakharoff. I don't know what it's going to be like to walk into that theater and not see her there in that little front row seat with all her joy and all her love, and I miss you, Micheline, terribly. But I am so happy that you got your wish to be with your Al. Bon voyage. Love you.
Freddie Contarino is the kind of volunteer and board member every executive director of a nonprofit wishes to have. She's committed, dedicated, and a really hard worker. And when she takes on a task, you know she's going to finish it. You never have to worry about it, even if it's dialing for dollars, asking for money. She's genuinely such a nice person and really fun to work with, and such an inspiration to not only the volunteers that she works with, but the staff. She always made everyone feel very appreciated. It's very fitting, Freddie, that you've been nominated and selected as a Lady of Note. Thank you for all your contributions to the Ventura Music Festival and to the City of Ventura.
Hi, Freddie. Our friendship began with the Rubicon Grand Dames. And then in 2012, I nominated you, and at the ceremony in front of 100 people, introduced you as you were awarded the Ventura County Volunteer of the Year by the Association of Fundraising Professionals. Then, October 24th, you and Al celebrated your 50th anniversary. That's also my birthday, another special connection that we share. Congratulations, my very dear friend. You are so deserving of tonight's recognition.
I really appreciate this opportunity to say a few words about Freddie. Freddie is truly the best representative we could have to represent what we love about Ventura. She's been with us at the music festival since the very beginning, and I remember when I first met Freddie, and it was her smile, it's her passion, it's her excitement about being in Ventura and presenting world-class music to all of us, all of our friends and family of this community. And that carries through everything Freddie does, from the music festival, Botanical Gardens, Rubicon. But Freddie, thank you so much for being part of our community.
Grace, dignity, elegance, humility. 4 words that describe this amazing woman, Freddie Contarino. Freddie, you share with us your love of music, art, beauty, and your deep love of friends and family. Through C-Notes, you've raised countless funds to benefit Ventura Music Festival and to keep us strong and vibrant. We often say, together we can accomplish great things with a glass of wine. To you, Freddie.
When I first met Freddie Contarino, it was in the music festival office. I was there, I used to work at the city as the city liaison to the festival, and she showed up one day in the music festival office, and this woman came up to me, did not know who I was, welcomed me in as if to her home, and immediately I was struck by how lovely and charming and gracious and warm she was. And it was like going into a party, going into the music festival office when Freddie was there.